Gijsbeer.
Where does the R come from?
There's no R in there.
Yeah, but
Okay, we're getting into. Speaking of R's, we got to elevate Mr.R. And not Reziek. That's actually KillerJawz, the Mewtwo from the UK, which means he upset Reziek earlier.
Oh, indeed, yeah. We were projected to have like Reziek playing over here, but no, that's not going to happen.
No, we got Elevate Mr.R versus KillerJawz here in Winners Round 2. They chose Town and City for the first match.
Of course, Mewtwo is going to like that. Up smash, up throw.
Then again, Sheik's also going to like that, you know.
Yeah.
The few kill options she does have go off the top for a large part. We saw Ho do a lot of work earlier with the up airs.
Yeah.
Of course, Mr.R is also known for doing at the ledge the little down tilt into the tipper up smash.
Yes,
it's kind of a thing he does.
Oh, and there comes the nair. Late hit nair.
Death.
Oh, actually, indeed, that did happen. Another thing that can be a bit, like, I mean, as we talked about, Sheik can have a problems killing. Mewtwo is so light that kill percentages start appearing way earlier, especially like since we're in Town and City. That little mutated cat will die from the top way earlier.
Yeah, and she kind of needs that. Also, she just loves this stage. I mean, we just talked about Mewtwo killing from the top, but aside from the blast zones, the stage is actually, you know, really good for Sheik, because we all know about Sheik on Final Destination. Now, as you just see, for a large part of the match, this stage actually is Final Destination with closer blast zones.
Yeah, indeed. Like platforms, what are those? No, we don't need those all the time. Just half of the time.
I know people talk about duck hunts to go to when you can't go to FD, but honestly, I think this stage. Oh, my lord!
Oh, watch out on the ledge. That tail will hit you.
Yeah. KillerJawz staying sharp after taking a 0 to death.
Yeah, like
not giving him any edge guards.
Yeah, because you can't let like something like a 0 to death at the start. You can't let that affect your like mentality, because when you start like doubting yourself, that's when top players like Mr.R will just capitalize. Like, okay, let's go.
And that's actually interesting, because KillerJawz hasn't entered a tournament in forever due to some personal things. I think self-doubt is actually a reason, part of a reason for that. I mean, his Twitter account's very emo, so that's all I know about that. But seeing him keep his composure and just take a stock quickly like that after getting a 0 to death, that's really promising.
Yeah, and
he has very high standards for himself, this man.
Yeah, and especially like if you haven't been playing, and here you are in the biggest European tournament, and you're already in Winners Round 2 in top 64. That's like
playing versus Mr.R of all people.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he waited the air dodge, but thankfully that Mewtwo has his airspeed is really good, and that, for example, for me and to many other people, well, that doesn't really matter.
Down tilt at the ledge, up air.
Yeah.
That's how Mr.R takes his stocks.
Those options, Mr.R really has like the edge. He knows what to do over there.
Yeah, it definitely has one of the scariest edge games along with Zero, in my personal opinion.
Yes,
but yeah, even though those air dodge reads, you know, it's nice to go for, because you know Mewtwo is gonna air dodge, that's what they do. But even if you read the air dodge, can you also read the drift?
Yeah, because as I was saying before, Mr.R took that stock like that, because his Mewtwo's air dodge makes him completely vanish. It can be like, okay, where do you actually go? Like the very minimal like
there does
details.
Appear a little star, a little blink, and you can see a tiny drift in the star, which allows you to react, but honestly it's so hard to see and it goes so quick.
Yeah, good luck getting that every time.
Yeah, good luck reacting to that. And unfortunately for most people, reaction time is genetic, so your cap on your reaction time is actually in your genes.
Yeah, you can improve it a bit, but unfortunately not everybody can get the same thing.
So if you seem to struggle with reaction time despite rigorous training sessions, maybe you need to play a more read-based character that doesn't get a lot out of reactions, because she definitely does. She has the speed to react to anything.
Yeah, especially in a game like Smash, almost never you're actually like only reacting to things. You usually have some sort of like thought, you know, oh, don't come close to me. Get away from here. Get away from me. Let me come back.
It wasn't just cross stage, it was cross blast zone. He got hit off stage by that shadow ball, flew straight to the other side.
That's like, okay, you turn an edge guard against yourself into a kill. That's always a good thing.
But yeah, as we've seen in all that video of the BV Smash. Oh my lord! Oh, you don't need to read the drift where you got a hitbox like Vanish. You know? Bam!
You like those magic tricks with those shadow balls? Well, take this vanishing explosion and get away.
But as we were saying earlier, reaction time is not only genetic, it's also a lot harder to react, if not impossible to react to a lot of things. Even Mario Smash Attack, as seen in one of them older videos by the beefy Smash dudes on reaction time. It's a great video. If you're wondering about how reaction time exactly works both on a human level and a Smash Brothers level, go check that video out. But basically, a lot of things we think we're reacting to, we're not actually reacting to. Those are just kind of subconscious reads.
Yeah, because all the time you're thinking, especially when you're playing on high level, you understand your opponent's options. So you usually have, okay, I'm going to cover this, or I know they can do this and this, and you can react. You can react to the things you think that are happening, and when you do that, your reactions are way better because it's not just a purely like visual or audio reaction.
Yeah.
But back to Town and City we go. I can totally understand this because both characters do benefit from this, and that match definitely was not, aside from the starting first talk from Mr.R, that was not a total domination from Mr.R. That's definitely a doable match for KillerJawz.
And a few quick forward airs brings the percent a little bit closer to each other, not quite even. And usually you don't need to be even for the Sheik, but with the weight like Mewtwo, you actually kind of do. What you said, it's understandable that he goes back to Town City. I would have liked to see him go to Smashville though. I know it's kind of known as Sheik build, but Mewtwo is terrifying on Smashville with those forward airs that actually combo into themselves. Oh my lord, again! You know Mewtwo's gonna air dodge because he dips low with his jump.
Yeah, and Mr.R will not let that go unpunished. This time the punish was a rather large explosion that kills you.
Like, Vanish is a great tool for actually reading that, because usually when you try to read a Mewtwo air dodge and you misplace it because you got the drift slightly wrong, you eat one of them forward airs. But with Vanish, even if somehow you miss after reading the air dodge, you're out.
Yeah,
you're out. You're invulnerable and you're out.
Yeah, especially in those situations, I think it's way better than actually going for a bouncing fish. But oh, the disco ball not killing yet.
That's actually kind of sad, you know. Got a fantastic read on the short up right there, and now Mr.R is going to be extra careful after not dying to the up smash.
You always want to, when you get those big hits, you want them to connect properly and you want them to kill.
Yeah.
Just getting damage, okay, damage is always damage, but in matchups like this, you want to have the kill.
Yeah.
Oh, nice tech. We're ready for that.
Yeah, KillerJawz. Oh, there it is.
Oh, he wanted to get the tipper.
The patience was really good by KillerJawz, and now he's starting to jump despite
Up we go.
So that's KillerJawz evening up the stock count at the very least. But he's starting to jump despite Mewtwo's lackluster jump, so that's definitely some adaptation on KillerJawz's part. He's intent on not taking any more of them vanishes.
Oh, nice. Because that's one of the things, if you go for a bouncing fish read, if you,
Oh, yeah, that's Mewtwo. Doesn't even need to cross up the DI.
Yeah. But if you go for the bouncing fish, as we saw, if you miss it, you kind of put yourself in a disadvantage. If you use Vanish, you just pop back. But that's always as we talked about, Mewtwo will die really early over here, and the upper showed it.
Oh, can you please let this man go, Mr.R?
Get that Vanish also.
Even the recovery is hitting him.
Yeah, but here comes KillerJawz is like, okay, I can do stuff too.
Oh, definitely.
This is not only your show.
I mean, KillerJawz has been going for surprisingly little down tilts, probably because Sheik is kind of short of heavy. Honestly, it's one of okay, this is so scary when you're at the ledge versus Mr.R, man. You feel like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you can.
We even see Shadow Balls coming out right now. We're just
I mean, the Shadow Ball cancel with the double jump can be a really good option for Mewtwo to get on the ledge, but when you have Mr.R and Sheik who can cover those options quite easily, it's not that good anymore.
Oh, he doesn't go for the bouncing fish, surprising.
Oh, some grenade shenanigans.
What's Mr.R doing with the down air? Come on, man. Come on.
I mean, if he managed to get that hit, that spike is really strong.
Oh yeah, it'd be a nice clip, but to be fair, it doesn't make any sense.
Not everything has to make sense. It has to look flashy.
Especially when you're stuck ahead and percent to spare.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, KillerJawz has to be ready for it, because right now any of those bigger hits will pretty much kill him. 130 in this stage is
Sheik, of course, doesn't really kill from stay hits until ridiculous percentages, but like we've said many times before, that's the trade you make with Mewtwo for a fantastic tool set and great moves. Altogether, you trade with a big chunk of your life usually, but KillerJawz!
Oh, nice! Catching that ledge get up with that forward air, that was beautiful.
Yeah, he managed to stay alive till, what's now, 151 is Mewtwo? And it's gonna stay at 151 because the bouncing fish closed it out.